back again with a new video. I actually gotten done filming just a random video showing off cars that I've showed off in the past, stuff that I picked up last year, stuff that I haven't looked at in a while. And every now and then I want to open up a box that I have and go through it, make sure I'm not accidentally buying doubles, making sure I don't miss anything, putting anything into my Excel sheet and all that stuff. But I didn't expect to get anything in today, and I got two packages in. One is my 54 Peru album that I bought off eBay that I found. I wasn't even looking for it, and an English seller had one, and it's incomplete. If it was complete, I would want to keep it. But yeah, so I'm going to show that off. People from the Discord, if you're watching this, I will be posting this later into the Discord. If you're interested, or if you want to bargain on price, go for it. I don't really know what something like this is worth incomplete, and I would say it's probably, I don't know, let's we'll show it off. But Photo National Dell from 1954 out of Lima. But this is what they look like. There's several from the 50s. There's the 1950-51 Crack Peru album. That's on my list of albums to add to the collection of stickers I want. It's got several, Peruvian rookies before the golden era in the 70s. But yeah, so I don't think I will be keeping this. I think hopefully I'll be able to find a seller, a buyer in the Discord group, and we can figure out a price for it. I've never seen a 50s Peru album before, so this is really cool to look at, because this reminds me of those Cuban albums and stickers, sort of, because these are really small. This is what it looks like next to a regular card. Well, not a regular card, but a larger sticker. Let's see if I recognize any names. Tito Drago, that might be a name I recognize. Terry, that's a bigger one. Bardalio and Castillo, both solid names. I forget his name, but he starts with an M. Roberto Scarone. I think somebody will want. I think somebody will want this album. It seems to have a bunch of key players. Of course, I don't know if they're the earliest. I don't know if some of them might be in the 50s album, the 50 Crack. But there seems to be a gap. So, from my understanding of known Peruvian albums, there's the 1950 Crack. There's several 54 issues. There's a 59 Character album that, I'm not a fan of characters, but if you are, go for it. And then there's the 66 albums. There's 3 in 66 and 2 in 69. So I have one from 66, one from 69. I'm looking for the 54 complete and the 50 complete. But again, this year I was looking for 5 albums. The start of 2025, I was like, I really just want 5 albums. The 2 Peruvian albums that I already have, the Argentina World Cup album with a Hugo Sanchez rookie, and I managed to get all 3 of those like almost immediately in 2025 after searching for those throughout 2024. Couldn't really believe it. So then I was like, okay, well, let's add a few to the list that I wanted to track down, because I didn't expect to get those albums that quickly. And so there's a 49 album I really want that I'm chasing after. There's a 43 album that I really want, that I actually have found. And then that 66 Chilean World Cup album I really wanted. And so I added those 3 into the top 5. Well, the 66 and the 49 album were already in the top 5. And so I found the 66, and so all of a sudden that's 4 out of the 5 that I wanted for the year. And I have the Chilean one in the mail heading my way. It should be here in a week, if that, I think it left Santiago already, but I went ahead and added the 2 Peruvian albums. So it's those 2, the 49, the 43, which I actually have found several copies of the 43 album. And so I'm waiting to pull the trigger on that because it's not as rare as I thought it was. I still want it. I still want to complete. Not really complete, just the key stickers on my list. So there's those. And then I made a totally separate list of albums that may be a little too much. It may be a little too much right now to go after them. So those would be like the 1950, even though it's probably sometime between 1952 to 54, probably 52. That Dutch album showing a bunch of the players during the 52 Olympics. The 43 Denmark album showing Nordahl's rookie, Gunnar Nordahl, and then stickers of Gunnar Grin as well. Those 2 for sure. And then the 1950 Ballas, Americana Ballas, however you want to pronounce it. That one would be huge too, but again, I don't think that one's doable. Brazilian stuff seems mega expensive. So, but yeah. And then I have found potentially a new album. I think it exists. I've never seen a picture, and a collector described it to me, and it's from the late 30s, and I think it exists, and he told me that he'll try to find the picture of what he saw and send it to me. So hopefully he can do that. Hopefully it exists and I can find it. But yeah, I'm being very vague, but that's just how I'm going to be, because I don't want other collectors to try to go after what I'm also going after. So, but yeah, so that's the 54, and I will post pictures and try to sell that, because I want to find a complete copy, and maybe finish some deals with the money made from that album. So yeah, so I knew that was coming in at some point. This I actually thought was lost in the mail, and I got my refund back from eBay, and I don't know why they wouldn't just send it flattened in an envelope protected by some cardboard. But they sent it in a tube rolled up, which is fine. It's not ruined. I can flatten it out, frame it. And it is a page from an 1895 book, Famous Footballers Out of England, of a player who I'm not going to find anything for this player. You know, maybe a team postcard or a team photo of it. It is of the Richmond team. No, this is the back, but here's the Richmond team. This is the back of it. What I got was just a single page of Arthur Wharton. It's rolled up, but it seems fine. It's just weird. And he, from my understanding, his only item are printings, maybe a team photograph or a postcard, but only Bane shields. And those are crazy expensive. Bane shields are not I don't like them. I don't want to collect them. That's just not my interest. But I can appreciate what they are. I can appreciate what they are. But yeah, so I'm happy to have this. I'm happy to have that printing. That's really fun, and that'll be cool to display. I have a whole stack of printings and supplements and large photographs that I want protected, and so that'll go onto the pile. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. If you wanna message me on Discord, if you're interested in the album, or if you're interested in anything that I've shown, feel free to shoot me a price. 90% of the time, I'll shoot you down. A lot of this stuff took weeks to months to find, and yeah, I will hopefully get stuff in that'll had taken a year or more to find, like immediately when I got into the hobby and was introduced to certain items, and I've been looking for them ever since. So a lot of that stuff I'll turn you down. Like the Jurazzino, you could offer me $5,000 for it. Not selling it. Like, I would never sell this. It's it's not perfect. It's a PSA 3. PSA 5 exists. That's the highest graded. But to me, this is perfect. I would never give this sticker up. It was a miracle that it showed up. When it did, I was searching for about a month and a half, and that's something collectors search for a long time. So yeah. All right, peace.